I didn't do any checks before streaming. I haven't streamed in like fucking 5 years. It's been, I think, 3 weeks since the last stream. Looking at the board, there's 21 days ago a bunch of stuff happened, so it's probably, I would say, probably been about 21 days since I last streamed, give or take, a few minutes here and there. I think the picture is the same, if I'm not mistaken. I think the picture is the same. Does this work? Can I do this? Wait, you can see this now. Hang on. If I move that, yeah, look, I can paint on the screen. I don't even know how it works. Maybe it doesn't work, I don't know. Hang on, I should probably get rid of that. It's kind of in the way. Can I just clear? There we go. Alright, well, I'm probably never going to use that, but I will have it there. And then someday in the future, I'll remember that I have it and be like, oh, I should use this, and then I'll never use it once again. It would just be an endlessly repeating loop of that. Essentially, you can expect that from now on. Anyway, hello, it's good to see you again. It's been so long. I wanted to stream a lot, but my dad, I feel like he knows that I like streaming, and I feel like he is determined to make it as hard to stream as possible by just always being there at the worst time. Even today, I swear to God, my dad was like, this is the first weekend he's actually not in the house. The first weekend in the 3 weeks we've had. Usually, if he comes back home at all on Saturday, it'll be around 12 p.m. for like an hour or so. I shit you not. I did everything in advance. I prepared everything. I was like, I'm going to stream at 5 p.m. today. It's now 7:20 for people watching the VOD. And at about 5 p.m., Raz is about to start stream. My dad just comes home and is like, "Oh yeah, I'm just being here, for like an hour or so." And I'm just like, I'm just like, how do you know when I'm gonna stream every time? You're just so determined to just not let me do it. I don't get it. What's going on? How does this man know? Who's telling my dad about my streaming patterns? What's going on? Anyway, so I can finally stream again, because I will only stream when I have the house to myself. As I've said before, I will not stream when my dad's here, because I would be fucking embarrassed. That's literally the only reason. I just don't want to be like making dumb noise. Like if I get paid for doing it one day, if that ever happens, it won't. If it does ever happen, then I will stream multiple times a week, because at that point it's a job. I'm paid to look like an idiot. But as it stands, I'm being an idiot unprofessionally. I am being an idiot for the fun of it. So it's like I don't really want to like embarrass myself being like, oh yeah, I just make funny noises and scream, and that's it. You know what I mean? I don't know how I would pitch that to them. I'd rather not even try, generally speaking. We have Astra Yao. I think I got this on the last stream. I have been playing actually quite a bit of ZZZ since the last stream. You may notice my energy is, you can't see it from here. You may think my energy's not gone down, but it has actually gone down. I have used up most of the reserve energy on powering up Nangong Yu. Or you? I think they often they don't really say you like we said. It's like a you sort of sound, isn't it? Like a bit softer.
If it's you, manager.
We also have one of my favorite characters, Yidari, or Yidhari, depending on who you ask for some reason. I just love the eyes, I'm gonna be real with you. Like, these are just really pretty eyes. I mean, the tentacles are pretty cool as well. No complaints about tentacles. Tentacles are cool. These are her stats. She's like barely built, but like she is more or less fine enough. I've honestly, it's actually quite fun. The 3 weeks that I was away, I played quite a bit of ZZZ, like a lot more than I would usually play. Mainly because I had characters to level up again. Because like I really hate getting gear in this game. I just find it really boring. I just don't like the gearing. So that's the part that I always just put off, and I'm just like, I've got like a bunch of gear, and I just gave them pieces I already had. I haven't really found anything new, I was just like, fuck it, whatever, I have this, that, and all that. These are her stats if you're interested. And yeah, so I've was just farming all this stuff for both of these characters over those 3 weeks or so. Now I'm completely done. I'm prepared to just put it to rest and say, yep, I guess I'll just stop playing ZZZ again now. Now that I'm streaming again, it just happens to line up. I'm gonna turn on my light. I look really mysterious, like I'm in the pits of hell. Coming to you live. I should look a bit warmer, hopefully. It's a shame having the light on, because it's actually still quite bright outside. I can show you. Remarkable that technology is crazy. It's still very bright outside. But, yeah, it's, yeah, essentially. Whew. There's lots we can talk about. There's actually one thing I want to address right away, by the way. Because I've been meaning to mention it for the last few streams, I remember. And I've been thinking about the entire last, 3 weeks. So I've mentioned in the past, on Star Rail, there is a person who has been giving me a bunch of credits every day, literally reaching the cap of 20,000 daily credits every day for months. Literally, you can go back to when I first started doing it. I mentioned it on stream at the time. I was like, wow, there's this crazy person. He keeps giving me a bunch of credits for some reason. And, so I want to talk about that person because they're still doing it! And that is, for some reason, just my biggest fan in Star Rail specifically. And I found this from fucking... Hang on, I'll tell you the date of where this comes from. This is from the 14th of June, 2023. I found that I actually have spoken to Nat. In the past, this is when they first added chat to the game. They were the first person to message me ever in Star Rail, telling me they loved my Yan Qing, which at the time was my support character. You could only have one back then. And yeah, it was very sweet. This message actually made my day. It's made me very happy, which is why I saved it as a picture. I called it, well, in this case, it's called For Stream because I renamed this version of it. I made a copy of it so I wouldn't forget. But yeah, I thought this was very cute. It made me very happy. Anyway, it's just crazy, just the lore behind this Nat, Natasha, Natalie, or Nathan, or whatever Nat stands for. It goes so much deeper than I realized, you know what I mean? I'm just like, wow, this person's been here for a long time. That's crazy. Also, my hair looks fucking awful, but I didn't actually... I washed it earlier today, and I didn't do anything with it afterwards, which is why it looks a bit shit. So, yeah, that's the situation. Also, today...
Where are we going?
Where are we going?
No class today.
We're meeting Yuzuha. She is one of my favorite characters in the game, both in terms of kit and in terms of, portrayal. She is my daughter, because she's too young to be anything more than that. She's, 16 or something. I don't know how old she actually is. Maybe I'll find out in the story. Probably not. But, she's too young, so she is my daughter. Yuzuha is my daughter. I don't have Alice, who is also in this story, unfortunately. But who cares? Who cares? So, here's the plan. We're going to do Season 2, Chapter 2, which I think is 2.1. Actually, I'm going to rename the title. To Season 2, Chapter 2 story instead of 2.1 story. Because I think it's just easier to know what that is for everyone, including myself. Yeah. So that's essentially everything. Other than, actually, there's one more thing to talk about before we start this stream properly. The last thing I'm going to mention is last week I actually got drunk for the first time in my whole life, and it was okay, I guess. So that it was fun to spend time with friends more than anything else. You're gonna hear my mic creak for a second. I'm so sorry. Just listen to the soothing sounds of my voice to drown it out. Yeah, I think that's probably the right place to put it. It's obviously the shadow of the microphone. It makes me look really mysterious. My shoulder is very mysterious. He's the villain of this story arc, of this stream. And yeah. So yeah, so I had some drinks with some friends, and it was really nice. And I remember I felt fine until the moment I stepped outside. I had to walk home alone. It was cold. It was very cold. I was only wearing this sweater, though I was actually wearing more because I'm actually not wearing a shirt. I'm actually just wearing a sweater because I'm washing my clothes. I didn't have anything else, so I was like, fuck it, I'll just wear this then. And but yeah, that night I was wearing a t-shirt at least as well. And I remember I stepped out into that freezing cold night air all by myself, and I'm pretty sure within like 5 minutes of leaving that house, I got like twice as drunk for some reason. It's like it all hit me on the walk home, and it's all just a bit of a black blur in my memory. You know, I just sort of remember little snippets of the walk home. I remember talking to my friend Curtis on Discord because I joined Discord and then he joined, and I was really happy to have the company because it was so boring and lonely. I remember feeling that way on the walk home, and I was like, man, thank God, someone I can talk to. Now I feel way better. And I probably just said a bunch of random nonsense to me. I probably didn't make any sense at all. I was not in my right mind. I came to realize later on as well, my sugar levels had actually also gone down because I had taken insulin for the alcohol and I took too much insulin. So my sugar levels had actually started to drop really low while I was also drunk. So my brain was like fucking hanging on by a thread. My brain was like barely in there. It was just gone. It was off somewhere else. And yeah, so I probably wasn't talking any sense at all. And I only really remember just like little snippets of the walk home. I remember being on like a grassy field in the dark. I remember staring at my house from like maybe like 50 meters away. My house is just off in the distance, and I was in the dark field. And I was just like, and then I remember thinking like, I'm gonna pee my pants. Like, I'm about to wet myself. I need to go into my house. And then I'm guessing I made it because my next memory is being on the floor over there eating Jaffa cakes, and I didn't need to pee anymore. So and my clothes weren't wet, so I probably made it, presumably. And yeah, that's the whole journey. For me, from start to finish while drunk. Would I do it again? Probably. Probably, I guess. I don't know. It wasn't that bad. I didn't really enjoy the actual being drunk part, but I'm really glad that I got to experience it because I've never been drunk before, and now I know what it feels like, and I feel like I've learned something really interesting. You know what I mean? I've always wondered, what is it like? So now I know. Essentially, you feel a bit more confident than usual, I would say. I felt very unburdened by anxiety, which was a nice part of it. But I also didn't talk to anyone, so I didn't really need to worry about it. So maybe I would have been more worried if I'd actually met someone on the way home. My main worry was actually I was stumbling quite a bit. I was struggling to sort of balance myself. I sort of put my arms out quite a bit to be like, whoop, to try to not fall over. I think it's partially because of the dyspraxia, probably fucking coming in clutch, to ruin my night as much as it can. And every time a car would drive past, I would sort of move as far to the right as possible in case I stumbled in front of the car. You know what I mean? I was like, I'm not going anywhere near that road while that car's there. Eventually, I did just move as far away to the right as I could, just so I could like not fall into the road by accident. Luckily, I didn't fall over, but I did have to stop a couple of times along the way to just sort of, get my balance sorted out again. It's like every now and then I had to sort of stop moving and just be like, okay, I'm gonna firmly plant myself on this spot. I'm just gonna just sit here and I'll stand here rather, and then after a couple of seconds or so, I prepare myself. Like, okay, let me move again. Then I decided to continue moving. That was essentially how it was, how it was going. Yeah, right. With all that said and done, let's play the game. So I was thinking we could do the story right away, and I think maybe I will, just because I'm starting this very late, and I'm probably going to end around like 10 p.m., maybe a little bit afterward, be half 10. So you probably should just do the story. We've only got like 3 hours to work with. We probably will not finish the story in 3 hours, I'm going to be real with you. I'll be very surprised if we do. Very pleasantly surprised. There she is, my queen, my favorite character. Speaking of queens, actually, I've been I had this like I don't know what triggered it, but recently I've been thinking about chess a lot, and I'm like, I kind of want to like relearn chess because like I played chess as a kid. I was never like particularly good at it, but I enjoyed it a lot. The difficult part was finding opponents because no one I knew wanted to play chess. I remember as a kid, everyone was just like kind of avoided it except for adults, and all the adults fucking destroyed me because I was a child. You know what I mean? I was Like my dad was the main person who played chess against me, and my dad is well, he's probably autistic, to be honest with you, because he's the kind of guy where I don't think he really comprehended. You should probably hold back a little bit against a child. This is a guy who's like probably read like 50 different books about chess and different openers and all these like the theory behind chess and all this crazy shit. And he was just fucking like pulling out these fucking crazy gambits, whatever, against me. I'm just like, Dad, I'm literally like 8 years old. Can you please, can you please like give me a chance to win? I never won a single game. I must have played like 100 games against my dad. I never won a single one. I got a stalemate once, which was cool. But after all those games, I didn't really want to play chess anymore. I just sort of gave up, as you can imagine. Just being a child that can never win at chess, I just thought, why bother? Why play this shitty game that I'm never gonna win at? Because I can only fight one opponent, and he's never gonna go easy on me. So I'm just never gonna win. You know, I'm never gonna learn anything. I'm never gonna enjoy it. I lost interest. But then recently, for some reason, I just thought, I want to play chess again. So I bought a chess audiobook, which reviews were saying was really good. To be honest, I think it's narrated by an AI, because that's what it sounds like when I'm listening to it. The man does not pause for a breath a single second. So I actually have to slow it down so I can understand what he's saying. But I've been listening to that quite a lot anyway. Let's do the story like I said I was going to do like 10 minutes ago. Here you are, Belle. That's how Wise sounds for some reason. Good to see you again, my dear sister. You look so serious. Perfect timing, Junior. I was just about to call for you. You got a minute? There's something I want to discuss. Yep.
Junior, you remember Damien, right? The head of Porcelumex in Wife Peninsula.
Maybe?
He sent someone to us with a banquet invitation.
A banquet
A
invitation?
banquet invitation?
It's like Pan, you knew it's pronounced banquet.
Judging by
It's
the
not,
look
by the way,
on
please
your
don't
and my
copy me.
brother's
Please
faces
don't do
just
that.
now, I thought he had sent some kind of legal notice.
He wouldn't dare. If it weren't for all of us from Yunque Summit helping him take care of the Exaltists, he wouldn't be living the good life now. But as for the invitation, it does seem to have a connection with the corruption incident.
Here's the situation. Even though Top suppressed any media about the Exaltists causing chaos in Wife Peninsula, news had already spread citywide. The production of Porcelume is super important, and neither Tops nor Porcelumix can pretend that nothing happened. So over the next 2 weeks, Tops will lead a safety inspection in Wife Peninsula and urge a swift return to business as usual.
No, I don't think he said security investigation.
But what does the safety inspection have to do with the banquet?
Yeah, like what if the subtitle is just different from what they're saying? I mean, it's happened before. It's not the first time, but
Think about it, Junior. With an investigation happening, many relevant people will have to come to Wife Peninsula. Porcelumex has to fulfill its duties as a host and entertain everyone.
actually, did
Although
he
the
say
security
investigation
doesn't
or
involve
inspection?
Although the security investigation doesn't involve Yunque
Okay, no, so
Summit,
he
that
re-recorded his
Damien kid
lines,
is
I guess, after they
pretty
changed the
Summit.
line, but they
That
didn't.
Damien kid is pretty cunning. He'll leverage all his connections and resources to get closer to us.
Senior Suryan told me that right after the corruption incident was over, Damien sent a generous gift, but Sufu turned it down. We were just discussing whether we should attend this banquet. According to Sufu's philosophy, Rinquay Summit shouldn't get too close to Porcelumex. But since we're active in Wife Peninsula, we still have to consider maintaining a working relationship with Damien.
If you ask me, now is the perfect time to attend such a banquet.
Why do you say that, Senior?
Shifu and Senior Shuyuan returned to Yunque Summit a while ago and won't be back anytime soon. If the three of us attend the banquet, it'll show Damien some respect without drawing too much attention. Besides, he already knows Shifu isn't around, so it's not like she's deliberately avoiding him.
Wait a second, what about Senor Fufu?
Wait, what about Senior Fufu?
I can always, I don't know why, I always imagine it being like Senor Fufu, like she's like Spanish or something.
Well, yesterday we happened to learn that she had failed her arithmetic course, so Shifu called her back overnight for remedial lessons. I'm afraid she won't be able to make the banquet this time.
I didn't expect the academic standards at Rinquay Summit to be so strict. Anyway, getting back to the point, I think your reasoning makes sense. We should go to this banquet.
I agree.
I agree. Plus, I have a feeling there'll probably be some pretty influential guests at the banquet. We might be able to gather some useful information.
All right, it's settled then. We'll do Porcelumex a favor and attend the banquet.
Oh, the banquet is set for tomorrow. Tomorrow night at the banquet hall on the second floor of Yum Cha Sin. Is it announced Yum Cha or is it Yum Cha Sin or something? The impending crash of waves. The next day, after dinner, Charmony Dub, taking care of some personal matters and the evening arrives.
Why isn't
I love her hat, it's very cute.
Better go meet them there.
Wait, I didn't do my dailies. My dailies. Just a moment, just quickly sort this out. Oh, I don't know what to like make people do at this point. I don't really know what resource I want to farm. Because like the plan was to get Burnus for Piper,
If it's you, manager,
but now we
you
have
can go out anytime.
we have Nangong Yu
Where
and
we going?
Yuzuha
There's no class today.
for Piper. I feel like Piper is very strong at this point. You know, I feel like there's not really much more that I can do for Piper. I feel like Burnus would surely just be worse than Nangong Yu. Like, I don't know how she could possibly be better than this. So, I'm probably not going for Burnus anymore, so I don't know what I'm saving my pulls for. I'm just sort of like, where do I spend them all? Who do I go for now? Let's say Mother. What does it say something? Oh, see, it just pretty says Yadari actually, doesn't it? It says Re here. I don't know why I fit as Mother. You know, I'm sure there's a reason. I love the music here so much. It's so good. This game's OST is fantastic. Hello, Coffee Man. Give me your Tin Master Special. I haven't watched it in too long, so I'm gonna watch it now while I drink my own much shittier coffee, because this is just instant coffee, this is not special. I do actually have some coffee beans, funny enough.
Stopping to take a break can help you go further.
I do have some coffee beans and a coffee grinder and like a little filter thing for making real coffee. It's just that it's so much work. You know what I mean? I'm just like, it's cool that I can do that. But I can't think of like a situation where I would want to do that, other than like, you know, if I'm just feeling fancy, or maybe it's like a really good day and I want to celebrate with something proper. I mean, today is pretty good. I guess I could have done it. Maybe I'll do it on stream. You watch me grind up coffee beans. It will be really exciting. Trust me. You'll love watching it. It will be so much fun. I'm just gonna grab all of these on the assumption that I'm going to get another anomaly character, because I probably will. I really love anomaly characters. Like, I don't know what to tell you. They're all. If I like a character, they're always anomaly. It's a weird pattern. They're also never this. Actually, that's a lie, because I like Caesar. Caesar is very cute. Caesar is the kind of woman I would want to actually date in real life. I feel like when it comes to like gacha characters, like we often are like, which is characters my waifu, you know what I mean? We don't really mean we want to date them IRL, because they'd be pretty horrible. But like, I think Caesar is a person I would legitimately like want to, because she's very cute. Alright. I think that's the dailies? It's the wrong button. This one. It's like Miyabi as an example. Like, why would you want to date this woman in real life, in all seriousness? She would spend no time with you ever. Like, you would be like, on the priorities list, you'd be like 4th place behind like, all kinds of training, I suppose. Be like training and food and sleeping would be ahead of you or something. Also, is it just me? Every time I see Sweetie's name, I think of that infamous picture where it's the guy saying like "Hi, Sweaty," because he didn't know how to spell Sweetie. It's funny. He just called her Sweaty. I always think of that. Whenever I see her, I just want to say "Hi, Sweaty." What does she actually do, by the way? Oh, it's this. Okay. Hello, Wise. Yeah, you sure took your time getting here. Yeah, so I had to pop back to fucking, you know, America, wherever 6th Street is. I saw some premium tangerine peel the other day and I couldn't help but splurge on it. Been pinching pennies ever since. So does tangerine peel cost money then? You think you just buy tangerines, right? And just use the peel, right? Am I wrong? Maybe it's something else. Now it's finally time to treat myself for this feast. I had no lunch today either. You two were acting all cool and nonchalant yesterday. Oh dear. I have a feeling we've fallen right for Damien's trap. It's just a meal, no big deal. Exactly, Junior. Overthinking isn't good for your health, you know. Alright, enough chit-chat since everyone's here. Let's get moving. I can sort of like do the voice vaguely, but not the accent. He has like a southern accent, doesn't he? Maybe I'm mistaken. Maybe actually I think of Panyan Who maybe from not Panyan. Yeah, that is who he is. I'm thinking of Panda or Depan from Enfield maybe. I don't know. I think one of them has like a southern accent. I remember right. Esteemed guests of Port Lumex, please head to the banquet hall on the 2nd floor. All right. You're about to enter the shitty immersive storytelling mode, which fucking shouldn't be in the game. I won't lie, they're generally so good at making clothes. Like, the Hoyoverse, MiHoYo? I think that's what they're called. I'm always shocked by how cool the clothes look in these games, because like whenever I try to draw clothes, I'm just like, I would just stare at my screen for like 2 hours. I just don't know what to do. I'm just like, maybe he can have a shirt. And I would draw like a really basic shirt outline in like a minute or two. And then I'll look at it and I'll go, that looks terrible. And then I'll rub it out. Then I'll be like, yeah, you shouldn't have a shirt. You should have something else. And then I'll spend another 2 hours staring and I'll go, maybe he could have a t-shirt. And then the process will just loop. And it's just, I just end up being like, I don't know what to do with this character. How do you make good clothes? And you look at games like this, and everyone's wearing something different. They all look very unique and interesting, and I'm just like, holy shit! How do they do it? What is their reference for this stuff? It's so cool. I'm honestly really envious of people who can draw clothes, or at least design outfits to some degree. Because some people are just amazing at it. Some of the stuff you see on like Pixiv is incredible. I don't have any examples to pull up, unfortunately. I probably have some on my computer somewhere, but I don't know where it would be. But like, it's just pictures you see, and you just think like, that dress looks fucking incredible. Like, holy mo, how do they do that? How do they think of this? There's so many layers. There's so much stuff going on, and I'm sure there's like an expert on YouTube probably picking it apart as we speak, telling you why it's terrible and you shouldn't do this because it's really bad or something. I don't fucking understand. Honestly, it looks amazing to me. Anyway. Yeah, you're right. Even without the ex-authors causing trouble, there's still a lot of conflict between the workers and Port Lumex regarding work safety. There's a long sentence, but it'd be great if we could resolve all these problems as well. Alright, since Damien sent us the invitation, let's go say hi to them. Hey, Judy, your shit is gonna have to pass on this one. I just don't vibe with that Damien kid, so I'll spare myself the headache. Better than I will go. You enjoy your dinner, senior. I feel like he just sounds like he's an old man. He's like, did you enjoy dinner scene? He's like, yes, I think I'll have some mushy peas. Tries to make up for Shifu and the other portions too. Oh, let's go. Damien is right over there. I feel like if I walked into this building, I would immediately just do like a full 180 and just walk out and be like, I don't belong here. This is too fancy for me. You know what I mean? I feel like there's no way. Will they just be ordered down? Don't worry, I did. Okay, cool. Isolde. She looks familiar. She requires being in the hollows. Well, I say she looks familiar. It's more the name is familiar to me. I don't really know who she is, but the name Isolde is definitely, or maybe it's like Isolde. I don't know. I sold E. I'm sure that's what it's pronounced. I'm sure that sounds like it's correct. Yep. Yeah, the name is familiar, so she's probably important in some way.
Ah, the mystics from Yunquay
The
Summit
mystics.
have arrived.
This man is dead. How is this? How do we not know his man's evil? Look at him. Holy shit. What the fuck is going on? Why does he look like that? Hang on a minute. Like, no, generally. It's like, how do we not instantly just peg this man as evil? Look at this guy. Look at him. If this guy's good, I'm gonna be fucking shocked, mate. I don't know what I'll do. I would do like some sort of punishment thing, but I don't really know what it would be. But like, if this man betrays us, I don't even know what to say. Like, I mean, it's like he will. It's no if, he will betray us. Like, this man is just, he was just born to be a villain. I feel kind of bad for him. To be fair, he's also called Damien, which just kind of sounds like a villain name. You know what I mean?
As the host,
It's like
having
Drake
at
being your
least
name.
you
You know what I
two
mean?
Master Pun show up for this dinner banquet is truly an honor.
Mr. Damien, it seems like you're a little disappointed that our Sufu couldn't make it today.
Not at all. You're all disciples that Ishwin Shifu trusts deeply. Even from afar in Yunquay Summit, she entrusted you to attend on her behalf. This in itself
Pre-roll ads
is a
are
gesture
disabled
I can
for
appreciate.
11 minutes apparently. You're welcome. That was definitely me.
Please, make yourselves at home tonight and enjoy the banquet. If there's anything you'd like to eat that's not being served, just let me know directly.
So is that really a thing? That sounds really cool. You just be like, yeah, show me hamburgers. You're just like, what? Yeah, but this is Chinese cuisine. Like, would you want to say? Yeah, did you ever have a hamburger and some fries? Do you serve Pepsi here? He's just like, yeah, don't. I'll look into it. Don't worry. Yeah, I'll ask my chef if he'll accommodate that. Don't worry.
Mr. Damien, with so many people here for the safety inspection, do you even have time to worry about our dinner?
He's like, shit, you're right. He just runs out.
It's part of my responsibility to take care of the guests, but I understand what you mean, Master Bell.
Master Bell.
Considering that the Exaltus appeared in Yve Peninsula, and Porsalumex is responsible for security, I might seem a bit too relaxed. To be honest with you both, although my official title is General Manager of Porsalumex and Yve Peninsula, my main responsibility is actually overseeing production. Hollow Security was originally managed by someone else, who was appointed by corporate executives. Though, of course, they have since been relieved of that responsibility.
I understand now. No wonder you were so willing to provide clues earlier, Mr. Damien. Seems like you had already anticipated the situation. Sounds like you're about to take over security duties, too. Congrats on moving up another rung at Porsalumex.
Come now. No need to be cheeky. Things have been rather difficult for me. I'm lucky just to be holding on to my current role, especially with how nerve-wracking it's been getting everything ready for the security investigation. But after seeing the guest list with my own eyes earlier, I finally felt a bit of relief.
Oh?
Oh? Why's that?
Ha! Why don't you have a look for yourselves?
Just points at Pan, you knew.
There are quite a few guests at tonight's banquet.
Look, there's
but
a
in
fucking
reality,
panda
they all
here
fall
tonight.
into just a few categories. All these elegantly dressed guests are senior officials from TOPS. The fact that everyone who was invited has turned up is a clear indicator that the connection between TOPS and Porsalumex remains strong. Their presence allows us to demonstrate to the military and government that TOPS is fully committed to the safety of Yve Peninsula. We also sent invitations to the relevant city government departments, but no one showed up. which suggests that the government doesn't want to get involved in the sensitive matters happening between TOPS and the military and Yve Peninsula. They would prefer to steer clear and let us work things out on our own.
I heard that TOPS and the military often butt heads over Porcelain issues, but it seems the situation is even worse than I imagined.
It is a serious matter, but not something we avoid discussing. The military is the biggest buyer of Porcelain, and by controlling Yve Peninsula, TOPS essentially controls their most critical resource. So, it would prove quite difficult if the military chooses to take this chance to cause trouble.
It seems that knowing who's from the military guest list is the key to understanding the situation.
Correct. Do you see that lady over there? She's the military's representative.
But she's not wearing a Defense Force uniform. Isn't this supposed to be a formal event?
That's because Missy Zolda is not a military officer. She's a research consultant. Instead of sending high-ranking officers, they hired a civilian to attend, which sends a clear message. They don't intend to investigate this matter further. Of course, though production was limited after the corruption incident, Porcelumex didn't delay any orders from the military. So, it appears they have acknowledged our sincerity.
No wonder you're so relaxed now. There's no more pressure from TOPS executives, the government, or the military. But what about the rest of the guests? I see a lot of older individuals here too.
Those are members of the inspection team, leading experts in the ether industry. They'll be overseeing the security investigation while providing us with valuable insights. It took great effort to invite these academic giants.
Dear guests, may I have your attention for just a moment? It is my pleasure to welcome each and every one of you here today.
Looks like it's time for the real hosts to give their speech.
Dear guests, thank you for coming to Phylum Heights to participate in the Yve Peninsula Safety Inspection. I am Lucro, Co-Chief Executive Officer of the Porcelumex Group.
Greetings, everyone. I'm Ferox, also Co-Chief Executive Officer.
I'm kind of waiting for like you know that scene in Hunter x Hunter which just goes fucking kind of hardcore as all hell, where the Phantom Troop infiltrate the sort of the Yorkshire auction, and Phaeton is just like, well, I can't remember the exact line out. I think he says something like so I'm skipping the pleasantries. You're all going to die here. And then fucking Thingy just guns everyone down. Like, it just instantly just fucking mows them all down with machine guns. And it's the most, like, fucking crazy fucking scene in, like, a show that you're just like, what the fuck? Like it's really, like, it's kind of brutal. I'm waiting for that to happen here, where they're just like, now that you're all here for the safety inspection, fucking die, and they just kill everyone.
I've seen Lucro, Mr. Damien.
Oh, sorry, I cut you off there. What did you say?
Right?
That's right. After the fall of the old capital, Porcelumex's management went through a major reshuffle. Those two were the ultimate victors, but now they're secretly competing against each other.
Is that okay?
Is it okay for you to be talking about your superiors like that?
I completely trust both of you, so I feel comfortable speaking openly. The previous head of security was one of Ferox's trusted subordinates, but now he's been dismissed. Both of the big bosses are eager to fill that position with their own people. The reason I was able to become the nominal head of Yve Peninsula was because I don't belong to either side, so I can't disrupt the balance of power in this competition. But the price of remaining neutral is that I've completely lost any chance of moving up. And if I were to take sides, it could come at a fatal cost, destroying everything I've worked so hard to build.
We will work closely with everyone here to reinforce our security measures and deliver a report to the public that we can be proud of.
Ladies and gentlemen, the safety inspection will officially begin tomorrow. For now, please relax and enjoy the banquet.
Wow, the big shots have finally finished their speeches. Thank you both for accompanying me. It's the only reason my good mood's still intact. Enjoy the banquet. I've got to go face some heat from my superiors now. If you'll excuse me.
Belle, now that
I want to say, if someone said this to me, even though he's obviously lying, I would generally be really moved. I'd be like, oh, that's really sweet. What the hell? Thanks for saying it. Even though, again, he's obviously not telling that. He's obviously not being genuine. But like, yeah, in my head, my heart, I'd be like, oh, that's really sweet. I want to take a stroll around the banquet hall.
Take a quick stroll around the banquet hall. After what Damien said, I'm curious about the guests. You never know how much of what he says is true.
All right, I'll take a look around too. See you later.
Gather intel. We just sneak through here. Apparently not. It's a rock solid curtain. It's very strong. There's actually a steel like mesh inside the curtain. In solid titanium. Such a major incident in Wi-Fi Peninsula has caused great alarm. We have betrayed your trust with our negligence. Oh no, everyone knows the risk of producing porcelain in the hollow. And who knows when those exalters might pop up again. She kind of looks like an Attack on Titan character, doesn't she? When she looks at the camera, you'll sort of see what I mean, I think. Like, she kind of has that vibe, like Attack on Titan. It's impressive how Damien, the head of your Wi-Fi Peninsula branch, acted decisively to root out the exalters, preventing even bigger losses. It's rare to see such gumption in young people these days. Oh, thanks to Mr. Lucro's constant guidance. Oh, you flatter me, but it's really all thanks to Mr. Ferox's keen eye for talent. Finding such a gem like this. Look at you two being all formal with each other. We spend all day hunched over our desks. It's rare we get to head out. It's rare we get to head out like this. Let's just think of this trip to Wi-Fi Peninsula as a little vacation. Vacation. We are truly grateful for your kind words. Wi-Fi Peninsula isn't quite like the throne quarters, so please excuse our humble hospitality. If Porcelain's hosting, how could anything be less than perfect? The top's guests appear relaxed. Definitely not here to hold Porcelain accountable. On the contrary, they remain hostile in their exchanges, even in front of top executives. This is sort of a party, and it seems to be true. Should be dealing with those two high-ups because yesterday the veterans walking that tightrope. I suppose he's kind of like, you know, trained for it. Hey, miss, we're at a Lazuli Char Su here. I don't know why he'd sound that. I don't know that's his accent, but I'm gonna roll with that. That's Panyan whose voice now for some reason. Better restock soon. Alright, please wait a moment. I'll head to the kitchen and take care of that for you. Hey, no rush. Boss Lumix brought in a special guest chef today. You gotta know how to make lobster 3 ways, right? Let's start with 3, each prepared differently. Remember, for the vermicelli and steamed one, go easy on the oyster sauce and the garlic paste. And don't forget to add sea urchin when making the creamy baked version. Alright, got it, yep. Oh, you're just straight up ordering? You ain't just getting started. Time to show you what this pan of firing's made of. Alright, if I can't finish my food, I can get it packed to go, right? Yeah, of course, yep. We're getting it to go? Sure. Takeout might not taste quite as good, but with these top-notch ingredients, I can work some magic when I get home and turn it into another amazing meal. Saves a ton of money, too. It's literally just stealing food at this point. It's fucked up. Listen up, miss. I want 3 portions of each of these. Braised goose feet in abalone sauce, duck in a treasure pot, amber custard pastries, crab meat coin dumplings, vegetable crystal shumai. Alright, just want to come along to that Ling Ji mushroom from the beef bone soup with wolfberries. My senior brother's been having trouble sleeping lately, and he's getting worse. It will be a perfect nourishing meal for him. I don't know why we went all in on that accent for Panyan, I don't know. I don't really know where it came from, it was just really random. Anyway. Professor Walker, how's that project you mentioned earlier coming along? I think it has real potential. Oh, the direction looks promising. I'm guessing this is the professor. It looks promising, but the requirements for experimental equipment and environment are too high. Oh, I'm getting headaches every day over funding issues. You better make the most of this chance. Well, the Tops VIPs here. All it takes is a little nod and boom, and it. Well, all it takes is a little nod and boom. It's all done. It's a done deal, right? I'm on good terms with some of them. Want me to introduce you? Yes, please. Thank you. It's no big deal. But you and your star pupil should think about helping me with my research project too, right? Oh, will. Fucking walks into the fucking lion's den without realizing it. But research process in human nature. I mean, yeah, to be fair, I think most people probably are here just for networking purposes. They're just like, well, fucking everyone's gonna be there. We might as well show up and talk to people. We made a round for the banquet hall. Time to meet up with Wise. It's all here. Is it alive? I don't think so. It looked like it moved, so I was a bit confused, but there's two of them. This is really bad. I love this one. It's like a Wallace and Gromit sort of chicken, you know what I mean? It's got that sort of art style. My voice hasn't really had a proper workout for like 3 weeks, so it feels really good just to be able to do dumb voices again and just talk a lot.
Oh, Belle, you're back. How was it?
You're back.
Find anything interesting?
How should I put it? Judging by the guests, the safety inspection doesn't seem as serious as I thought. The experts and top staff were even chatting and laughing. What everyone cares about isn't the Exaltists, or even the safety of White Peninsula, but how to get the porcelain supply back on track.
I completely agree. The safety inspection is mainly a way for the city's upper circles to align their intentions, as well as a gesture to reassure the public. Even if there are some safety risks with production inside the Hollow, as long as they're not too serious, I'm sure they'll just sweep them under the rug. But let's not worry about that now. It's not every day you get Porcelumex picking up the tab. What matters most is enjoying the food.
Come on, let's enjoy a
Cutscene?
proper meal, Wise.
All right.
Wow.
Is that Pom Pom? No way.
My apologies, miss.
It's okay.
I'm terribly sorry.
Excuse me, you dropped something.
Could it be a main character? There's no way. Nah.
Thank you both very much.
Nah, I'm sure she's not important. Don't worry.
Wow, you look so young. And you're already an expert in the ether industry? Sorry, I must excuse myself. Did I say something wrong?
Young lady, seems you're completely at a loss.
If I'm not mistaken, you're the military.
He's going
research
very
consultant.
quick.
That's
So they're really not wasting any time.
Isolde. That girl and
He's
I are both
Isolde.
decorative props. Just here for show.
No, she. After learning about the inspection team from Miss Isolde, you bid her goodbye and have a delicious dinner. Okay. Is it going to also, or should I maybe click? Late that night, after Porcelume's welcoming banquet had ended in a luxury suite prepared by Porcelumix for the inspection team. Oh, okay.
The time.
Oh. The time. I'm sorry, this is not the time to be laughing. This is terrible. This is really sad. Serious face. Hang on.
Also a renowned name in the field of science. The patent for the anti-corruption medicine widely used in the modern
Just
day.
so the time made me laugh. It's stupid. Sorry.
If this respected and prestigious
He just
surname
looks
appears
so
on the
evil.
investigation team roster, the citizens will surely feel more at ease.
You flatter me. It's just that my grandfather is seriously ill right
I
now.
love the gods.
So,
They're all guard
I
dogs.
really don't think he can handle this.
You misunderstand me. As I just said, all I need is this surname to appear on the list. Aren't you a time field as well?
Like, it's one of those things where it's just like, It's like, what? Like, why, what is their game? Like, they're just like, yeah, look, this guy is just a massive cunt. Like, he puts his feet up on her table, because this is probably her house, right? He's gone to her house, and he's just like, yeah, we just make a mess, we just be a massive wanker. Let's make it look as evil as possible, you know? And then they're just like, nah, maybe he's a good guy. Nah, just kidding, he's definitely evil. It's like, okay. It's like, well, yeah, there's literally just no hope. Like, this guy, like, it's like in ZZZ, they never hide anything. There's no smoke and mirrors. They're just like, yeah, this guy's the bad guy, and this is the good guy. And that's it. That's storytelling 101.
But I'm just a student. I'm nothing like my grandfather.
This dramatic pose, though, that's so
You've
good.
heard that the corruption outbreak in Wi-Fi Peninsula is
Hang on.
closely tied to the failure of anti-corruption medicine.
It's pretty something like that, right? Like a Dio pose. It's kind of mirrored. It's pretty something like that. I'm not putting on the suit. I'm not doing that for this. It's a bit much. The fucking curtains are open. It's some neighbor, like some old lady across the street, that looks over and is like, "Why is he posing in his room? Why is he Dio posing? What's going on over there?"
Porcelumex has every right to file a lawsuit against your family and hold you accountable.
Super anti-corruption medicine.
The reason? Your family concealed major risks involved in the purification process of the medicine.
That's complete nonsense. It was clearly the Exaltists who...
So what? The media doesn't care about the truth. They just want to see a once honorable family brought to ruin.
Oh, he's not wrong about that.
Miss, the honor of the Timefield family now rests entirely on your shoulders. Think carefully, for your ailing grandfather's sake. I wouldn't want anything unfortunate to happen to the old man either.
Grandpa, did I make a mistake? What should I do? What's going on?
Can we just appreciate clonk as a sound effect? That's fantastic. I love clonk. You know, let's go to the Discord. It's like when I like something, I put it in the Discord. Creek. That's how Creek sounds. Creek.
What's that?
Okay. Inside Suvan Temple, a series of urgent knocks on the door wakes you up.
Well, you're up too.
But it's shown that Io has popped the car tires.
I just had a dream. Eos and Emilian were playing some new game, and the two of them were happily popping all the tires on our car.
Sure, that'll only be 4 though, right? That shouldn't take that long.
Thank goodness.
It's a hard game.
Someone knocking on the door.
If Eos knew that's how it appeared in your dream, it'd probably be upset for a whole day.
That's really cute. They have like personalities.
But forget that ridiculous dream for now. Senior Yinhu went to answer the door. Let's go and check what's going on. There must be something urgent if someone's showing up this late.
Oh, it's still nighttime then. I don't know why it would be like the next morning, even though she literally ran away right away. Like, it'd be really weird if she was just like, "Oh, that's terrifying. I better first thing tomorrow morning after I've got some sleep, you know, I'll go look into this."
Master Pan, that glowing
Master
thing really
Pan.
appeared outside my window. I swear on the honor of the Timefield family.
Also, I swear this is really random. I just wanna.
Master Pan, that
Is that how
glowing
Americans
thing
say
really
pan?
appeared outside
Like,
my window.
would you say a frying
I swear on
pan?
the honor of the
Is that-
Timefield family.
Let's put the vows away for now, Missy. If there's one thing I can't stand, it's people swearing oaths and this and that.
I like his eyes quite a lot.
I believe what you said is true. Why else would you have come all the way here in the middle of the night, right? But I really couldn't follow all that about a boom and shadow crooked by 20 degrees. Sure, we at Yunquay Summit practice mystic arts, but ghost hunting and monster chasing aren't exactly our specialty.
No, not yet.
To be
On the
precise,
branch out.
it was crooked by 22 degrees to the left. I remember that clearly. But I admit I was a bit abrupt earlier. My apologies.
He kind of sounds like the VTuber Camila. I think it's everyone calls her Kamimi. I think Camila is the name. I could be remembering wrong.
It's not that I've misunderstood the mystic arts. I've come because a friend told me that Mr. Wise and Miss Bell are currently staying here, and she trusts them.
Something about this bell just zooms in. Senior Ian Who, what's going on?
We're here, Signorine Who. What's going on?
So how do you say his name? It doesn't sound like Ian Who.
We're here, Signorine Who. What's
Is
going
this
on?
Ian Who?
Oh, perfect timing. You two are just who Miss Timefield is looking for.
What? You're Mr.
Oh,
Wise and
ZZZ,
Miss
the
Bell?
bun! The rabbit is here, look at her! The rabbit is here! Hang on. Fuck it, I'm not very good at this. There you go, the rabbit is here! The trouble is, it's like making it smaller again afterwards is like the worst. I don't know why I did this bit, this was not worth it. There we go. Hi, I'm Belle.
Hi. I'm Belle, and this is my brother Wise. We meet again.
Well, could you not bring that up again?
After a few minutes, Alice explains what had happened earlier.
I see. So you spotted an unidentified glowing object outside your window and came here for help. But I didn't expect Lucy to be the one who sent you.
To be honest, Ms. Montefiore and I both attended the Celestia School for Girls. Even after she broke ties with her father and left without a word, we've still always kept in touch.
That's good.
Actually, I had planned to ask Porcelumix's staff for help with this, but it's late, and I couldn't get in touch with anyone. I can't share all the details, but I'm afraid that by morning, something this strange will just be brushed off and not taken seriously.
Recall the information you previously learned about Alice.
After hearing rumors that Alice might only
Okay, we
be
actually
out
are
on
gonna hear. I
special
thought I was
days
gonna
because of her
skip this.
family name, I asked Fairy to look into the time fields. Turns out, she's likely here in place of her grandfather who's fallen ill. We're not sure exactly what happened, but Alice was probably threatened. Either way, Porcelumix clearly doesn't take her seriously. It's outrageous how they're treating her so differently from the other guests. Since Miss Montefiore spoke so highly of you both, I'd like to ask for your help in investigating the unidentified objects that appeared outside my window. As agreed, I'll be staying in Wi-Fi Peninsula for another 2 weeks. And if this issue isn't settled, it's going to be a real problem.
So, Belle, what do you think about this?
She's a friend of Lucy's.
Well, she is a friend of Lucy's, so let's give her a hand. Our last meeting was a little awkward, but that was mostly on us. Alright, mostly on me. Do you charge per case? Or perhaps you work on a daily or hourly rate?
It's like, yes, we charge £50 per hour. Please send it to my bank account. She's pretty like, oh yeah, sure, no worries, fam, got you. She's like, wow, you guys are really cheap. That's crazy.
If it's about the commission fee, please don't worry. My Ether Dynamics tutor used to charge for every 5 minutes in each lesson.
What the fuck? Like, did you sue this man? What the fuck?
Oh, that's no problem. No problem at all. You came here for help, and you're even a friend of someone we know. Oh, don't worry.
Whoops.
Here at Yunquay Summit, we're not only skilled in the mystic arts, we're also good at tracking things down and getting to the bottom of mysteries.
Hey, Sunny Ian Who? You shouldn't. Oh, I guess Ian Who? You should be making a decision on your own.
Hey, Signorine Who, you shouldn't be
Okay,
making
I forgot
this
the
decision
voice.
on your own.
I forgot again.
I'm not making decisions for you. I'm just helping you seize an opportunity. Let me tell you, the Timefield family isn't just loaded, they're on a whole nother level. Whether Beeline and the others get paid leave, and whether Senior Fufu gets to eat meat next month, all depend on you two now.
And now you're trying to guilt trip me?
Are you guilt-tripping me now?
Look at the eyes. Yeah, they do a really interesting thing where the eyes like technically get a little bit smaller, or the iris, not the iris, the pupil gets a bit smaller, I think. It kind of bounces a bit. You can actually do this in live 2D, which is really interesting. And as soon as I saw it, I thought of like a live 2D animation, because it does the exact same thing, essentially, where you can like mess with the eyes, so add like physics to them, so they like move around when the eyes open and close. It's really cool.
Miss Timefield, why don't you stay with us tonight? Get a good night's rest, and after breakfast tomorrow, Junior Bell will go with you to investigate.
Are you both really willing to take this commission?
This looks
Please
really
don't
weird.
feel obligated if you'd rather not get involved with the people Porcelumix have brought recently.
No need to worry so much, Miss Timefield.
No need to worry, Miss Timefield. If you need help, we're more than willing to take the commission. Thank you so much. I'll be staying here tonight then.
You help Alice settle in her room at Suiban Temple. Phew, finally everything got settled. Senior Who and Wise have gone back to their rooms. I should head to bed too. For free? No way. Warm bed. It's a good thing someone else is sleeping in it for me, to keep it warm. Comfy bed, here I come. As expected, you fall asleep the moment you hit to bed, and the next morning... Miss Bell, hi, I'm Alice. I'll just give you your knock-knock contact info. Looking forward to connecting with you. I sure moves fast. I'm sure for reaching us early in the morning and bothering you. No worries, I was just about to look for you. Alright, we're waiting here at the Suiban Temple Atrium. I don't know what an atrium actually is. I've heard the word before, obviously, but like I don't really know what the definition of an atrium is strictly. I really dig this outfit. It's a really good outfit. It's very simple, but it just works. You know what I mean?
Good morning, Miss Bell. Sorry for causing trouble by showing up so late last night.
No worries. I'm gonna put you to my washing real quick.
It's no big deal. You came to us for help. And no need to be so formal. Just Bell is fine. Alright. Then, please, feel free to call me Alice.
Back. Actually, I'm thinking about making like a protein shake. I'm not even doing any exercise. It just seems really weird. I'm gonna do it right now. You can watch me do it. I have the big fucking pot of creatine. Actually, I don't even know what creatine is, mate. Like, you could be like, alright, it fucking makes your muscles expand at twice the normal rate or whatever. And I'd be like, oh, cool, that's interesting. I like that. That sounds like a good thing, you know? Like, I generally don't know what it does. I just know that apparently it's good for, like, working out or something. I lost my menu part. Okay. So the way I've been doing this, like, use like a big old scoop out of this. So you probably like see like 2 pixels. Like it's not a good camera. You probably can't see like anything. You just use a little bit. There we go. That's probably enough. It's probably fine. But yeah, I mean this big old optimum nutrition gold standard whey. I don't know what that. What is whey protein? It's like whey. Like when you're celebrating, you're just like whey or something. And I've been adding, because it's a vanilla one, I've been adding like this strawberry syrup. I'm trying to find any use for this stuff because it's not very good. I'm gonna be honest. I don't like it much. So I've just been trying to like use it for like anything I can. The trouble is that obviously it's syrup, so there's sugar in it. Which isn't the best for me, generally speaking. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take a unit of insulin with this drink. And I'm going to like let Belle say what she's thinking finally.
You seem a little tired. Did the thought of what you saw outside last night keep you up?
Not at all. Having all of you nearby made me feel quite safe.
That's good.
It's just the scrolls hanging in the room were all tilted by 2 to 10 degrees. And when I was about to sleep after fixing them, I noticed that the 2 vases by the bed didn't match. Sorry, you have to see this side of me.
I don't know. Can I show injections on Twitch? Probably can't, right? If I do it in this arm, when it's turned away from the camera, it's not technically on screen.
Oh no, it's not that bad. Swabian Temple just lives up to its name.
Thank you for understanding. By the way, about that thing I saw outside my window last night, if you don't mind, I'd like to hear your thoughts.
Why don't we take a look around the lower floor of your building first? Since it appeared outside your window, there might be leads outside.
Okay, sure. Good thing you suggested starting outside. Honestly, I'm a bit ashamed to admit it, but I don't dare step back into that room until we know exactly what I saw.
It's Belle. I mean, Bellamy. You should investigate the area below my apartment building? I need water. I can't drink powder, unfortunately. Be right back a second. And you're wondering if this is good, by the way. The answer is no. Definitely not. It's one of those, like, classic things where they're just like, there's no sugar in this drink, so we put, like, 58,000 teaspoons of sweetener in it instead. So it just tastes fucking awful. Like, sweeteners don't taste good. And they're very sweet. You don't need that much of it. But they put so much in these drinks. It tastes awful. Yeah, again, it does not taste particularly good, but you know. You know, I don't think it would, like, mix properly. I'm gonna quickly mix it with some more. Kind of looks like a milkshake. You can't even see it. There you go. You can sort of beg to the pink. It's a much brighter pink in real life. It's like a Yazoo milkshake or whatever. I wish it tasted like one though. Could you use milk in a protein shake instead of water? I'm gonna try that next time. Sure, let's go right now.
Alice, let's talk about last night.
Alice.
You said you heard a soft thump followed by a loud bang?
I feel like we need more X's in, like, English names, I
And it
feel
went
like.
pitch dark outside the window. I pulled back the curtains and saw large slanted shadows, and there was a glowing skeleton stuck between the shadows and the glass.
Huh. Here we are. I'm staying at the building on the left. All right, here. Due to the influx of visitors from Tops and the inspection team, Porcelain ran out of rooms in their guest building, so I was arranged to stay here instead. Look at the ground over there. There's all kinds of items scattered around. Let's go check it out. Let us be off. The scattered items and Alice. Hello, Alice. This is the guest house where Alice lives. Let's look around more carefully for any clues. Which floor do you live on? Second to last. What does last mean? You mean the top or the bottom? The one with the advert. There's only a drain pipe on the left side of the billboard. So they could have climbed. Huge. Basically covering the entire window. There's nothing near the window that could support that such a massive object. The drain pipes are now so very limited capacity. So where did that dark shadow come from? I see. What did you find? Sorry, I was just talking to myself. Yesterday, while I was in my room, I kept hearing noise from around here. It turns out there's a construction site not far behind. Yes, I can see a huge tower crane. Wait, a tower crane? Scattered items. A bunch of miscellaneous items are scattered on the ground near the vending machine. A recycling bin for empty cans, flower pots, and fresh soil. Where did those flower pots come from? When I passed by here yesterday evening, there weren't any around. Do they fall down from the windowsill? There's an identical flower pot on the balcony over there. I can't believe they put a flower pot in such a dangerous location. If anyone in our household did something that irresponsible, Mr. Arnold would certainly scold them. Mr. Arnold? Yeah, Arnold Schwarzenegger, he's my butler. Family's pretty strict, huh? Yes, as grandfather said, morality and responsibility are the foundation of time fields, so we cannot neglect even small matters like flower pots. Is that like a common thing that he says, like about the flower pots in particular as well? After that skeleton and huge tilted shadow flashed by outside the window, there was another noise from downstairs. It must be the sound of the falling flower pot. The falling flower. There's a little cart over there. The balcony of the flowers is quite a bit lower than Alice's window. Maybe whatever scared Alice fell to the ground along with the flower pot. It's the spooky beverage box! I don't think it must have been hit by that flower pot. How did this lone box end up all the way out here? Yeah, it's weird for it to be here. Upon closer inspection, there's a number of thin scratches on the surface of the box. No, wait, they look like claw marks from some small animal. You have a gut feeling you're onto something. Before you know it, you lift the box. There's a trail of tiny footprints. It's glow-in-the-dark paint. The exact same color as the glowing skeleton I saw last night. So we found our pub.
Belle, have you figured out what happened last night?
No.
I have some theories after seeing the footprints, but I want to hear your thoughts first.
I think both of our guesses are probably pretty close.
I think our guesses are probably pretty close.
Really? Then let's go over what we found together. First, about that huge shadow. What do you think it was? And how did it end up outside my window?
Do I get options like Star Rail? It was a flower pot!
Without a doubt, it was a flower pot.
Huh? A flower pot?
It was a really big flower pot.
Enough to block the whole window. I really don't think it could have been just a flower pot.
Without a doubt.
Huh?
Anyway. I thought the first one doesn't sound that interesting, so go for the second one.
It was probably from cargo hanging on the tower crane. The cargo was big enough to block the whole window, and the way it vanished without a trace makes sense if we assume it was moved away with the crane. You mentioned hearing a soft thump before the shadow appeared. One of the ropes holding the cargo probably snapped, causing the load to tilt and bump against your window.
Yes, that's what I figured too. Thinking back, the reason I was so certain that it was tilted exactly 22 degrees was because there was a shipping label on the crate. Now, onto the flower pot. Why do you think the flower pot fell?
It doesn't
It
sound that
was
interesting.
probably knocked over by that skeleton that startled you. After the cargo hit your window, the crane lifted it back up, but that little thing couldn't hold on and fell off, landing right on the flower pot.
Right. There must be a reason the flower pot fell. If something as large as the cargo had hit it directly, the whole rack would have come crashing down. The fact that one pot was left on the balcony means it had to be something smaller. Looks like we have the same train of thought. That leaves us with just one remaining question. What was that glowing skeleton?
It was the owner of those little glowing footprints.
There's no doubt. The culprit is whatever animal left those glowing little footprints. Since its paws were covered in glow-in-the-dark paint, the skeleton pattern was probably painted on its body or clothes.
I'm trying to sort of like angle it so that the little metal thing doesn't move upwards. I hate the little noise, it like skitters along, it's annoying. But I think I kind of have to now, I don't think I can get away with it anymore. Okay, I'm just gonna... I'm not sure why I made one of those in reality. I think it was just like early on, I was like, I want to do this for some reason. Like when I woke up this morning, I put all this stuff on my bed, and I was like, I'm gonna do this today, and I just didn't do it all day. So now I'm just like, well, fuck it, I'll do it now. Right, I'm quickly just wash this because this stuff will stick like crazy with it, so we can wash it out. But I will progress the conversation.
There's no paint on the drain pipe, so the little creature most likely hitched a ride on the cargo. It was caught in the crane malfunction, which then caused it to slam into the window. Later on, while trying to escape, it knocked over the flower pot. But the exact sequence of events isn't really the point. What matters is this. No matter how clever an animal is, there's no way it could have dressed itself up like that.
Which means someone deliberately used it to pull a prank on me. That's going too far. Belle, since it left footprints while fleeing, there must be more tracks nearby. If we follow them, we might be able to find whoever or whatever's behind this. Look over here. The footprints go up the pillar to the overpass.
Let's follow them and check it out.
How could they? I can't believe someone actually used an animal to pull a prank.
Hey, it's me, that person who won't leave you alone and keeps calling you because you won't return their messages or their calls. Either or. I'm not a. By the way, I'm not actually. I just want to clarify, that's a joke. I'm not some creepy stalker. So we scampered up there. I don't believe you. Oh, well, you came back just to say you didn't believe me. Unbelievable.
Did it jump off? Let's go down and take a look.
Heart rate of the client increased to 120 BPM. Here is a
How
proverb.
the fuck does she know
A
that?
cornered rabbit will bite.
The teapot.
Not helping.
Let's quickly. Oh, Yanagi. Got so many like random things, bookmarks that I really need to get rid of. Right.
Huh? The footprints disappear here.
Uh-oh. The footprints are all jumbled here.
Where could it have gone?
Hey!
It ran into that shop. So you were behind yesterday's pranks. Culprit
Manitou?
What? Yuzuha, visitors.
Coming. What can I get for you?
I don't think it sounds like a sitcom. I thought it would be like, you know, like, but, you know, it's fine, it's a sitcom now. Fucking. I wanted to like line up like the audience cheering, like, yes, when my daughter walks on screen, but you know, unfortunately, or perhaps fortunately, we got something else.
What I mean is, he's not just this Tanuki. He has a name. And I'm not Kama's owner. We're just partners. Kama is free to do as he
No way, they're dating.
Excuse me for being presumptuous.
Just like, oh, that's. You gotta take this shit seriously. It's a tough nut to crack.
That girl's name is Yuzuha, right? She suddenly changed the subject just now. like she'll be a tough nut to crack.
It's all right. Kama just said he doesn't mind.
I'm glad you can understand her.
Honored guests, what brings you to Mystic Wares? Looking for anything in particular? I'm Ukinami Yuzuha. Our family runs a well-known porcelain shop in Phylum Heights. We carry all kinds of goods, and any purchase of a second item comes with a 1% discount. All right. Thank you very much. No, wait. We're not here to shop. Miss Ukinami, we don't even know each other, and yet last night, you and your partner played a prank on me that caused me a lot of trouble. Huh? That's a bit of a shock. I thought you'd really appreciate Kama's way of returning the favor. Returning the favor? Sorry, I don't quite follow what you mean. How could you not understand? You were clearly the ones who started the prank in the first place. Porcelumex previously
Balancing is smiling.
thoroughly investigate the safety hazards and give the people of Waifei Peninsula a proper explanation of the accident. Yet somehow they let an unqualified little girl sneak into a team of so-called experts. That's quite the prank if you ask me.
There you go.
Yuzuha, saying something like that in front of others might be a bit...
Monato, I've been meaning to say this for a while. You having that face and always talking like a goody two-shoes? What a waste.
try to defend others. It's like, do your best, I guess. I don't know.
Excuse me, can I say something?
Oh, she's changed now.
Porcelumex brought in the inspection team just for show. Of course, people are going to feel outraged. It's just that, even with so many well-known experts on the inspection team, none dared to defy Porcelumex. So why place all the blame on Miss Timefield alone?
I see. You're saying I'm just picking the easy target? I remember now. I've seen you before. You were that disciple in training, Belle, from Swabian
Oh, my
Temple.
finger's really itchy. I don't know why.
Didn't expect you'd be more
Well,
witty than
my
you
middle
look.
finger, everything is really itchy.
Anyway, after hearing you out, I realized I didn't think the prank through. Sorry about that. It won't happen again.
Like, next time I'll just poison your food. Don't worry.
I really appreciate you saying that. But you don't look so thankful. Are you still so concerned about what happened last night? No, you've misunderstood. I indeed joined the supervisory investigation team. And though there are reasons I can't fully explain, as a descendant of the Timefield family, I won't forgive myself for my mistakes just because you apologized. I only hope you'll take back what you said about me being unqualified. The Timefield family has always upheld strict discipline. Both my grandfather and father were scholars in the ether industry, and I've received a systematic education in hollow and ether studies from an early age under their guidance. Monato, what's with this person? She seems just as weird as you.
How would I know? And for the record, I'm not weird at all.
So from the sound of it, you're pretty confident in your knowledge. Then do you know what this strange piece of porcelain is?
Special porcelain shard. Yeah, in my expert opinion, I think this is part of a crate of some kind, perhaps. Yes, of course. That must be it. Porcelain shard is the high purity from the ultimate please be part of a larger device.
This looks more like a shard of some kind of device rather than porcelain.
Sorry, I've just been blindsided by some random shitty chocolate. I just sort of looked in the Discord and I just like seeing this. Like, you can see it just for a moment. It's like, what up?
Also, was it my imagination? Or did I suddenly sense an unpleasant aura coming from it? Something similar to the presence of a sacrifice.
I'm like looking at myself more for some reason.
Oh, that's a shard of a large obscura.
Obscura. A Claire Obscura, perhaps.
Obscura?
Yes, an obscura is a type of experimental reactor vessel made with high-purity porcelain as its outer shell. Due to the unique properties of porcelain, when etheric matter is placed inside obscura, it can slowly come into contact with the air. This allows researchers to observe how ether behaves once it leaves a hollow. Although an obscura is a rather expensive piece of lab equipment, there's nothing strange about it. This shard hasn't been coated with the outer layer yet. It was probably damaged during manufacturing.
Damaged during manufacturing? So there is something wrong with this thing.
See, Minato? I told you my instincts were spot on. Who would have thought we'd figure out what this thing is in such an unexpected way? What a stroke of luck!
Could someone explain what just happened?
Could someone explain what just happened?
Oh, it's not an auto anymore.
We suspect that someone at Porcelumex has been illegally producing high-value porcelain items inside the hollow.
Actually,
Items
not really
not
thinking
listed
right
in
now.
the
It's not really
official
smart.
registry. Simply put, they publicly claim to be producing low-value products. Workers' wages and even the reported profits are all calculated based on that. But in reality, someone's pocketing the difference for themselves.
Exactly. The Obscura isn't a regular product of the Wi-Fi Peninsula factory, so its appearance here clearly points to shady dealings going on inside the hollow.
Find this shard! Oh, I'm not even tabbed in.
Where did you find this shard?
We found it in a batch of materials delivered to our
not
shop
really
from
smiling anymore.
Silent Bay. The residents there collect discarded porcelain from the hollow, and my father uses the scraps to make handicrafts. Let's go, Minato! We're heading to Silent Bay! If we can trace this shard back to its source, we'll have enough evidence to expose the corruption inside Porcelumex and give them a real scandal to deal with.
Yeah, I showed off the weird
Wait a
chocolate chicken thing that you posted.
Sure
It looks
it's okay to
horrible.
just say your whole plan out loud like that? It's fine. You're a scaredy cat. No way you'd snitch to Porcelumex. Wait, you wouldn't, right? Of course not. But not because I'm afraid. As a descendant of the Timefield family, I would never stoop to something so dishonorable.
The arsonist is at the back of your throat. Does it taste that bad? Holy moly.
Belle, it seems you still have some questions for Miss Ukinami regarding the Obscura. Apologies, but given my current position, I'm afraid it wouldn't be appropriate for me to hear any further details. So please excuse me for now. Thank you for helping resolve the issue. I'll have the payment for the commission sent over promptly.
Soon after, Alice
You
leaves.
didn't leave with that fancy girl. Do you have something to ask us?
Can I join you in the investigation?
Can I come with you to Siloon Bay for the investigation? I'm curious about the origin of that shard. Besides, I can help if you're heading into the Hollow.
No problem. You're more than welcome to join us. Wow, today's our lucky day! Not only did we find a lead, but we even had a proxy who's an expert at handling miasma just show up at our door!
Don't lay it on too thick, Yuzuha. You don't want to scare Belle away. Still, we have no reason to turn down the proxy's help. So, we'll be counting on you from now on.
Monito, if your tail wasn't wagging like an electric fan right now, I'd give you a perfect score for how mature you acted.
Belle, sorry I didn't get to say hi earlier. It's hard to get a word in when Yuzuha's around. What the heck, man? That's so mean. You guys are pretty close, huh? We're classmates. Okay, sure. Sure, we're just like, okay, yeah. Okay, grown-ass man, alright. Got a ton of students coming from Wi-Fi Peninsula. Stand-up characters like Minato are pretty rare. And those who are both eye-catching and generally nice people are even rarer. I see. Don't just go along with what she says. Actually, Yuzuha was the one who wanted to investigate, but I just think we can't let Porcelain get away with just a slap on the wrist. Anyway, let's head to Siloom Bay and ask around. Speaking of Siloom Bay, what kind of place is it? It's an area near the shore below Phylum Heights, I guess? In the past, Lumitor Mine from the Hollow was washed there first. Now quite a few residents have moved in. Oh, now quite a few residents have moved in. The elevator at Suban Temple's entrance goes straight to the Siloom Bay. Should have been fixed last week. The elevator goes to Siloom Bay. Let's go check it out. New thing unlocked. Elevator get. I thought that there was something I was going to mention, and now I'm like, what was it? Well, I have the chance to talk. Also, why are there two fire hydrants right next to each other? It seems pretty strange. No way, Boopon. Oh, these are all like Curtis's thingies. The notorious Dullahan. Okay, so it costs nothing. And it's also just a cool thing you can do. Let's just use this team. Right. I've never done it before, so I want to see what it was actually like to do these. I was curious. Astro is just very pretty.
It's not over yet.
Yeah, they really just did the like just pulled her sword out for like half a second. It was just like, yep, that's enough. The loathsome Dullahan. Do I just do all three of them then, I guess? Might as well. Why not? Just get them out of the way real quick. Why shouldn't I? Why shouldn't I take a small break from the story? It's not like I only have like an hour and a half left. Like half the stream is already ended. Okay, it wasn't enough that time for some reason. Oh yeah, someone actually joined our clan thing recently. Some random person, because apparently it wasn't set to private, we didn't realize. So someone called Yoko joined and started like posting emotes of everyone else. I thought it was really cute. I really liked it. Sadly, they got kicked, so now it's private. So it's unfortunate when it happens, I guess. But yeah, I feel like those weird little moments where you just happen to meet like sort of a like mind. It's one of my favorite moments in video games. I remember when Among Us 3D came out, like the weird VR version of it. I played it with some friends, and we kept making like private games, and for some reason this random guy, this like Romanian man or something, kept joining our games, and none of us knew who he was. But we kind of were just like, fuck it, yeah, you can join him, mate. Come on. So the entire night he was just in our group. We just kept like bringing him back in to just keep playing. It was so funny. Like, it's just random guy we didn't even know. He was just sort of just tagging along. And he was like talking in chat and everything. It was just a really bizarre experience. It was just a good laugh in retrospect. You know what I mean? It was just kind of a nice, we all connected. In that moment, all of us were doing the same thing. We're all there for the same reason. We just wanted for the space of Among Us. It made for a fun memory. I did record some of it just because I thought, this could be a funny clip for YouTube, but I think I lost all the footage at some point. I think I deleted it. And, I guess I would have used it if I was going to use it at any point. I wouldn't make it now, so it would have been back then if I was ever going to make it at all. So this guy is here. Okay, now they do look different. Also, this is Hesitant Man. And this is Young Miner. They're very different characters.
Oh, someone messed up. Welcome in.
Thank you for subscribing. Elvivra, a person I do not know at all. No, never met you in my life. Random new person. Elvivra. Elvivra. Yep, I'm sure that's how you pronounce it. Yep, thank you for subscribing. Hydrate? Fuck's sake. Elvivra. Let's quickly check something real quick. I think I did like a really stupid thing. Okay, how do I do this? There was like a thing I saw earlier that I could do, and I was like, I should do one of those. That sounds really silly and funny. But is it this? Yeah, I made this like dumbass. like Twitch was like advertising like a random would you like art for your stream? Oh yeah, sure. Yep, thank you. I will commission you immediately, my king. Of course. Yes. That says Ed Lurk. I haven't seen Ed Lurk in a while. I only have my own emotes now. But yeah, there is now a challenge in the fucking channel points reward menu, because Twitch, like when I went to stream earlier on, Twitch was like, hey, you should set a challenge for your viewers, it will bring in more people. So I thought, you know what? Okay, Twitch, I'll make a challenge, don't worry, I got you covered. You're a banner based on page 7? Oh, let's go. Yeah, just make it the most like crazy TOS shit imaginable. And then just like that will bring in all the viewers because I'll get banned, and then I'll come back and I'll get like 3 times the viewers all of a sudden. The car was very pretty as well. 2x page 7 for you today. Thank you. I won't be paying you, but thank you very much. Hey, 20, how did you go to EOS? Am I Bangbu racist? Is that how this works? Like, I just think they're all EOS whenever I see them. It's like, oh yeah, hey EOS, how you doing?
The elevator's still out of service? But I heard the repairs were already finished.
Sorry for the inconvenience. Though the repairs have been completed, some facilities and services, like the Wi-Fi cable car, have recently been suspended due to safety concerns.
Yes, you are. I'm glad to clear that up. I can't
What
speak.
exactly do you mean?
I'm glad we cleared that up.
Sorry. I don't know much about the specifics since the Wi-Fi cable car is operated under Porcelumex. You can contact their service hotline. Customer support will be able to provide you with more detailed information.
Then, is there another way to get to Siloon Bay?
No, they're all trapped there. They're fucking dead.
Aren't any other routes available at the
Everyone there is gonna starve. They're trapped. It's
What
over.
a shame. I heard Siloon Bay is on the seaside, and the scenery at sunset is supposed to be stunning.
If it's a seaside view you're after, you could take the cable car to Lemnian Island. It offers a close view of the hollow. And since
Dirt on my
Porcelumex
monitor,
has
and I'm
staff
like
station
seeing it
there,
all because
it's
she's
fairly
on
safe.
screen. Actually, I think some of those are freckles actually,
Are
but
you
there is some
saying
dirt.
the edge of the hollow is somehow safer than a seaside residential area?
I say freckles, I mean like
no.
beauty
not what
marks
I
or
meant.
whatever. Moles.
I'm not trying to be difficult. Since I can't get to Siloon Bay, I suppose I'll just wander around the area for a while.
Thank you so much for your understanding.
On the other side.
Looks like the elevator's still out of service.
Siloon Bay is home to many who were left homeless after the fall of the old capital. Their living conditions aren't great, and they handle most of the hardest and most dangerous jobs in the hollow.
Jesus Christ.
If the inspection team were to catch wind of something sensitive from the locals there, it'd be a real headache for Porcelumex. So they went ahead and blocked the road entirely.
Well, there must be another way, right?
There must be other ways to get to Siloon Bay, right? After all, the elevator wasn't always here.
Exactly. That whole no other route nonsense is just something Porcelumex tells outsiders to fool them.
You can go around the mountain by taking the upper highway, and then head down from the other side. It'll just take a little longer.
It'll just take a little longer. Easy for you to say. We're not all made of pure muscle like you.
I guess I could probably carry both of you together.
Whoa, don't take it so
I guess I could just
literally.
fucking carry you down, I don't know.
Complaining a little. But knowing how thorough that Damien from Porcelumex is, they might have even secured the mountain paths to keep people away from Siloon Bay.
Good point. Yuzuha and I will go check things out first, Belle. Let's meet up later at the mountain highway.
Shortly after they leave, you return to Suvan Temple of the Obscura Shard and briefly tell Wise what had happened that morning. Actually, I think I what it was earlier. There's like a voice I've recently started practicing in the mornings, because for some reason in the mornings there's like a voice I can do pretty well. And then like I'm pretty sure I wouldn't be able to do it if I tried right now. I'm gonna try it anyway. It's something like this, but it sounds a bit more crispy when I do it in the mornings for some reason. I'm trying to lean into it, but I don't think I can make it sound all crispy, unfortunately. How's it going, Wise? I am your sister. Why are you looking at me like that? This is how I always sound, isn't it? There's like a voice definitely that could do that. It's like tomorrow morning I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna record myself doing it. I'm gonna play it on stream, because like you'll see what I'm talking about. It's like a voice I keep like doing lately, and I'm just like, that's a pretty good voice. I should do that for like a character on stream. But yeah, I can't even think how it sounds. I'm pretty sure I can't do it though right now. How's it going, Wise? I can sense etheric matter, but I can't tell if it's a sacrifice or not. Your perception's always been a bit weaker, and I barely used the perception technique that Shifu taught us. But I agree. This thing's super suspicious. We should definitely look into it properly. Belle, I'll come with you to Siloon Bay using Eos. I might be able to help. Let's go together! After tidying up a bit, you set out with Eos.
I wonder how things are going with Monato and Yuzuha. Let's go check.
I will never not see fucking Among Us when I look at this trash can. It's generally like, it's just ruined for me. Rise and shine, Mr. Freeman. Oh, suddenly we're here? We're somewhere. Rendezvous at Sea Gaze Road. It's the only road where you can see a gay person in the entire country. Being a bit on edge since you saw that rich girl. I don't want Belle to think you're a mean person. I couldn't care less about that lady. Besides, what does it matter if people think I'm mean? You gotta put your habit of worrying people about everyone on the back burner and think about how we're gonna deal with those patrolling security mechs instead. Is something wrong? Perfect timing. We just finished our investigation, and Damien has, as expected, taken care of the mountain routes too. He blocked them off and temporarily prohibited any... I cannot read right now. I don't know what's going on with my brain. It's just like, no, I don't feel like it. And temporarily prohibited any residents from passing through, under the pretext that remnants of the Exaltis might be trying to escape. And he even got all kinds of security mechs patrolling there 24/7. And the mountain's path is full of machines right now? Yeah, they got triple the strength of a normal person, and they never get tired. This ain't gonna be easy. No, it's just got way easier. Vaguely explain the fairy's abilities. So you're saying they've got this killer AI that can perfectly wipe out surveillance footage as long as it's not human patrols. Pretty handy, right? Phew. Even the princess isn't here right now, and she'd definitely be old. Absolutely not! You cannot do that! Yuzo, you say you don't care, but you keep talking about her. It's like, Yuzo, come on. Alright, Belle, let's roll. Minato and I will handle shutting down the enemies, and you take care of wiping the visual logs. Minato was totally ignored. Alright, we're all set. Let's head out. Let's go enter combat. You got like fucking a boxing match with Minato. It's round 1.
We just have to follow this track to
Ooh,
get to
quite pretty.
Saloon Bay.
So we use her elements?
Watch
No,
out.
we just
There's
use her.
security mechs patrolling up ahead.
Nips. Fucking 80 miles per hour on this road. Holy shit. Can't go any further. I'm just thinking that's literally like a sharp bend. You know what I mean? That's not like a small, gentle like turn. That's like if you're going 80 miles per hour here, you would fly right over the fucking edge of the thing. You'd be done. There's no way you could go that fast. Yeah, you'd go right up there. You'd be flying.
We've got enemies.
Got enemies. I actually play a lot of user her.
Don't go too hard, Minato, or people will notice the damage.
Can we implant the mech with memories of accidentally falling or something?
The agent's suggestion is worthy of consideration.
Fairy, shush.
All done. Let's go.
Hold on. Come with me for a sec.
You're in here? What's wrong, user? Ever since we set out, I've had this feeling that someone's been tailing us. I wonder who it could possibly be, you know? It could be the green-haired lady, perhaps. There's no other video recording devices on this mountain path. What on earth could it be? Shh, they're coming. Oh, it's Alice, okay. I thought it'd be like the green lady, because I thought she was trying to get to, like, the thing. I was like, man, oh my god, there's no way.
Oh,
it's crazy.
you.
That was a real scream. They actually murdered Alice's voice actor in the booth for that one.
Alice, don't be scared. It's us. Belle, it's you. You frightened me. You were the one sneaking around behind us. And yet you got so scared like that. So what are you doing here?
What are you doing?
Mr. Komano, I'd like to help you with the Obscura investigation. I gave it some thought after heading back. If I'm part of the investigation team, but can't do anything, I wouldn't be able to ever forgive myself. In case you forgot, you were brought in by Porcelumex. If they ever discovered you helped us, things could end badly for you. And if you always worry too much about living up to other people's standards, you'll only grow up to be a useless person someday.
You're worried Porcelumex might come after her, right? Still, you might have gone a little too far with your warning just now.
Nobody asked for your opinion.
It's weird just looking into something. Like I am listening to it at least. Are you sure it's okay for you to join us?
Alice, are you really sure it's okay for you to join us?
Thank you, Belle. Don't worry about me. Mr. Blackwood may be strict, but from what I've heard, he at least honors his contracts. And since what we're investigating isn't related to a safety issue, even if word gets out, I'll have my ways to handle it. Also, while what Miss Ukinami said earlier was fair, at its core, doesn't it still count as just another form of trying to measure up to other people's standards? As a member of the Timefield family, I take full responsibility for my choices. So please, there's no need to worry. Alrighty, but you heard our plan. After investigating Siloon Bay, we'll likely be heading into the Hollow. That's not exactly the kind of place for a noble lady to take a stroll. That's even less of a concern. One can't become a proper Hollow scholar without field research, so I've undergone professional sword training and Hollow survival drills since childhood. Alright then, I've got no objections. What about you, Minato?
He's just like, what are you talking about? Sorry, huh? What? What were you saying?
A patrol mech is approaching. Careful.
So now we have the combo of Alice and User, I suppose. Now we become far too powerful.
Let's see what you've got. Strictly symmetrical. Okay, I'll take care of it. Suppose you're a real chatterbox, but you handle yourself well in a fight. Oh, I appreciate it.
Uh-oh, it's people from Porcelumex.
The Porcelumex people.
Let's try to avoid them and take a detour. As if all those security mechs weren't enough. Now they're sending in reinforcements?
Ah, the way is blocked. You see, it triggers a lot of you try to climb over it. It's a very convenient door. It's really showing how meticulous Minato is. Just looking at her psychic installing locks when I was working part-time before. Oh, so this one you were busy, you didn't have time to check out the Spoop Shack forums, huh? But what do we do now? There's a bamboo workbench here. Yeah, I'll use Eos to... Eos, what the fuck were you just doing? Like, she's underage, what the hell? You can't do that. Like, Eos, what the fuck? I'll use Eos to access the bamboo workbench and find the passcode. The bamboo bench. I actually don't remember this minigame.
Second assistant, you have successfully entered the Marcel maze.
Belle was always the one jumping around with Eos before. Eos's tiny legs can jump that high?
Whee!
Master has expressed a similar assessment.
What does this do? I jumped over it. Oh, it doesn't do anything anyway. So I kind of have to get every coin, I guess. Like, it's like I'm sitting here thinking like, well, you know, I probably don't need them, but like, I guess you gotta like awkwardly get. There we go. It's just like a checkpoint, I guess? I'm assuming it's like the rule of 3, right? It's gonna be like... There's bound to be 3 big coins that I have to pick up. Can't get through there. So So there is something down there. Maybe I should explore it? I'm gonna assume that I should explore it. Oh, I do have the hammer, okay. I love the little noises they make, it's very cute. You reckon the Bangbu have, like, voice actors as well? As in, like for different versions, I mean, sorry. Or do you reckon the Bangbu are, like, specifically that they're... Like, maybe it's just the Chinese voice actor for them is the same for all versions? I'm kind of curious now. Yeah, I don't think we can make that jump no matter how many times we try. I'm not sure if this really changes anything. There we go. That probably wasn't intended, because that was pretty annoying to do. But nonetheless, it worked. I love this song, it's really chill. Just like jump. Oh, there's a thing. Whee! Oh, that was easy enough. Ether plating. Since yeah, some sword training, a little bit of practice here and there, you know, on weekends or whatever. It's like, what the fuck? Like, literally like fucking lightning speed.
Keep it up, guys. Once we get past here, it'll be smooth sailing. How much longer until we get to Siloam Bay? Take this!
We're almost there. We cross 2 bridges, follow a short path, and we'll reach the elevator.
And then we're there?
It's like a casual chat while beating up this fucking massive mecha man.
Now you see why I sometimes just want to punch him. Right, Belle?
It feels like I would not dream of punching this man. This man would kill me. It's the Blacken from Danganronpa. So this is Siloam Bay. What a beautiful sight. This mountain path goes on forever. Belle, did you rest well? Seems like Mr. Tsukanami and the Earth have found someone selling porcelain materials. Let's head over. Siloam Bay can now be accessed. Let's go. So just to make sure this isn't like the, you know, the beach area that I was already able to go to before, right? This is like a new one? Or is it just like... Yeah, the Fantasy Resort. Like, is it just the same map? It's here. I go to, like... You bring the reception just to make sure we don't get, like, pulled into something weird. I think this is different, yeah, I think it's a different place. Okay, now we know. The Qingming Realm. Would any of you guys eat this? Like, would any of you guys be like, oh yeah, that looks tasty. I wanna have this for dinner. I just feel like the marketing's a little bit off. The fact that it's in like a dodgy alleyway as well, it really doesn't help it. No. Big yawn. You know, it's kind of cozy, really. Sort of tucked away here by the sea.
Huh, Yuzuha. Here to pick up materials for Uncle Balrong again? Seems like you've been the one picking things up these days.
My dad's been having some back pain lately, so I've been running errands for him.
But if you keep skipping school, won't you get expelled?
You're one to talk. Careful, or I'll have Kama replace all your favorite Bubble Pop candy with rubber. Actually, we were supposed to be doing our Halloween.
This kid was not phased by that threat at all. He's like, yeah, go on then, do it. You won't.
Has been unsafe lately. They ended up canceling everything and just marked us all as qualified.
Wow, your luck's still better than ever, huh? My brother failed his Hollow internship 3 times last year. For a while, just seeing the Hollow from a distance made him nauseous. Oh, right! What kind of materials are you picking up today, Yuzuha? Check out this piece of high-grade Lumite ore I've got. Ajang snatched it from a white-haired ghost woman in the Hollow just last night.
White-haired ghost woman.
What? A white-haired ghost woman?
That's right! He was hauling cargo in the Hollow for poor Salumex, and somehow stumbled upon a huge pile of Lumite ore. So he started gathering the stones one by one, and then a shaky, wobbly figure started drifting toward him from a distance. It was a ghost woman with long white hair, bird-like wings, and golden feathers. But in the blink of an eye, she vanished. And just then, Ajang suddenly felt a shiver crawl down the back of his neck.
Boing.
Ow! Yuzuha, why'd you flick me? Weren't you the one who said that the most important part of the porcelain business isn't selling goods, but selling stories?
That story was awful. And didn't you go around last week telling everyone you heard strange moaning sounds on the mountain paths nearby? Your story sure changed quick.
That one wasn't a lie. Mello, Dante, and I all heard it, and not just once.
What? Strange moaning sounds on the mountain path? Uh-huh. You said that one wasn't a lie. Which means the ghost story's mostly made up, right?
You're trying to trick me again. But seriously, Ajang really did get spooked by something all pale and ghosty last night. I'm not making that up.
All right. I'll take this piece off your hands. When my dad turns it into jewelry, I'll give this story a proper rewrite, okay? I promise it'll be weird and thrilling enough. But in exchange, you've got to tell me something. Take a look at this piece.
Here it is again, everyone's favourite porcelain shard. I fucking love this shard, it's so cool! Anyway.
This was part of the last batch delivered to my place. Do you remember who brought it in?
That wasn't one of mine. Probably from Mello or Uncle Afang. Anyways, if there's nothing else, I'm gonna head out.
Let's go. Thanks!
Let's go. Do you need our help? I can make food or something?
Let's split up and ask around. Monato and I will go find Uncle Afang. And Belle, you go with Lady Alice to check with Mello. If it turns out to be his, make sure to get the exact time and place he found the piece. Let's go!
like recently there's a song I heard in Star Rail, and I was like, this sounds like a Shantae boss theme. And I can't remember what song it was, but if I hear it again, I'll try to remember it so I can tell you next time. It was like a song that I heard, and I was just like, this kind of sounds like a song from Shantae. It's kind of interesting. This is buried deep in the sand. What the heck? How did this get here? And no one ever touched it? No one was ever curious what was inside of it? They were just like, yeah, whatever. That's a decoration now. It's like their rendition of the sword and the stone. It's like the barrel in the sand. Uncle Afang, how come you're not collecting materials today? I've had to stop for now. Fortunately, Lumix blocked all the roads lately. Barely anyone comes through and sales are rough. I heard they're guarding the mountain paths too. How did you folks manage to get here? We've got our ways. Just burrowed through the fucking earth. Just dug a hole. Back in my day, I could outrun those puzzling amateurs of infamous suck of loom might all weigh me down, but point dwelling on past glories. What brings you here? Uncle Afang. Recognize this piece of porcelain metal? Never seen it before, but this is definitely high purity porcelain. Hello, small child. Hey there, are you mellow? Why's he got his posture? What's going on? Yeah, what's up? I heard you trade porcelain materials around here. Can you take a look at this photo on my phone? Have you ever seen this piece before? Yeah, I've seen it before. You take a quick glance. What? Don't believe me? I'll have you know I got the best intel in all Siloom Bay. My brain is just like, oh yes, it's an Asian word, so it'd be Silume, but that's not really how it works, I guess. Of course we believe you. Of course we believe you. That's why we came all this way to ask you your help, little one. Can you tell us the origins of this porcelain shard? No way! Can't you see I'm busy? Someone broke my toy and I'm trying to fix it. I'm not in the mood to talk. This is the Remote Control Edition City Hunter. I saved up my allowance for a whole year to get this. Ah, it's all Dante's fault. For a kid, this is a huge deal. When it comes to remote control toys, I might be able to figure something out. If I could fix your toy. You can fix it? If you really fix it, I'll tell you all about that, where that porcelain shard came from. Oh, it's this minigame. Okay, I know this one. So I think you start with this on there. Yes, it's going in that direction, I suppose. So technically... we do something like that. It's like, I'm gonna get there eventually. There we go, that works, right? That's it done, surely. There we go.
Whoa! Awesome! It's really fixed! Hello, little one. Can you tell us where this porcelain shard came from? No. Huh? It's important to keep your word, little one. You understand that, right?
Don't worry, I'll just break it again.
Porcelumex doesn't allow outsiders around here these days. So if I see any suspicious strangers, I'm not...
Oh, whoops. Just look at this elegant lady. There's no way this is a bad lesson to teach children.
We're not really strangers. We're friends of Mystic Wares, the folks who often come here to collect materials.
That's right! Miss Yuzuha came here with us today. You know, the daughter of Mr. Ukinami Balrog, Mystic Wares' owner.
And you say you're not suspicious. Uncle Balrog's last name is Lee, not Ukinami. You didn't even know that Yuzuha was adopted.
How am I supposed to believe anything you say?
So Yuzuha was adopted.
So Yuzuha was adopted. No wonder her name feels so different from Uncle Balrog's. I thought it was maybe something to do with her mother's side.
You can trust them, Mello. They really did come here with me. Yuzuha! You know where this dark piece of porcelain came from, don't you? Yeah, I do. Dante found it. He thought this piece of porcelain must be valuable, and I said it wasn't. That's how we got into a fight. He broke my toy, and I smashed his denny gun.
An eye for an eye, as they
Is
say.
there something wrong with this piece of porcelain, Yuzuha? Dante didn't get himself into trouble, did he?
I would never do this. It's horrible. Reassure Mello.
Don't worry, he's not in any trouble. This piece is actually really valuable, so we just want to ask where he found it.
That's right. No need to worry about your friend. So Dante just got lucky, huh? Funny how the moment you know your friend's okay, all that lingering resentment bubbles right back up. That's kids for ya! But Mello, have I ever told you? I really can't stand stingy boys. Come on, Yuzuha. You know me. I'm the most generous boy around. All right. I'll go make up with Dante. Gotta run. Now that we've got some more info...
She was just staring right at me now. It's really uncomfortable.
Ukinami Balrog! I was dying trying not to laugh earlier. What a ridiculous name. Now I want to tell my dad, just to see his reaction. Miss Ukinami, I'm truly sorry. We didn't mean to pry into your personal matters. It's all right. Being adopted is just a fact of life. Besides, for someone like me who had nowhere to go, being taken in by someone as nice as my dad, I'd say I'm pretty lucky, don't you think?
It's a nice way to
What
look
I
at it.
don't get is, couldn't a family as prestigious as the Timefields send someone else to Waifei Peninsula? Why did it have to be you? Because there aren't many left of us in the family. My father passed away in an accident years ago, so now it's just me and my grandfather. And he's currently ill. I see. Seems like things haven't been easy for you either. Anyway, you don't need to dwell on my background. Constantly apologizing makes you seem unsure of yourself.
I don't know how to get up again.
Lady,
Like,
and
I'm
you
in a
have
really
great
weird spot.
education, so show some confidence, all right? Yes, I will.
No idea. Hang on.
All right then, let's get going.
Where is Dante's place?
Okay.
It's up there, very close.
There we go. Buy drinks? Oh no, this is how do you pronounce that? R-U-Y drinks. It's kind of creeping me out, I don't know.
Miss Isolde, do you think this demi-gun can be
Well, here
fixed?
she is again.
Of course. I used to be in the military.
I
and
should
have
remind you
repaired
again that I was in the
guns
military
much
at some
more
point.
complicated than this. The trigger link is misaligned, that's all. I'll just take it apart and realign it for you. Alright, that should do it. Hand me a Denny, Dante. I'll fire a test shot.
Here you go.
The plastic thing from the toy gun which strikes the wall near the way you
Well,
something.
It seems our four friends over there sure know how to stay quiet. Perhaps I'll have to say, the next shot will be a live round.
Don't shoot, we surrender!
Don't shoot, Miss Isolde. We surrender. Since you're a military representative, I didn't expect that you would violate Porcelumex's restrictions to come here.
Taking the initiative, I see. You seem like quite the experienced negotiator, Miss Bell. But you're right. I came to Siloon Bay in secret, just like the rest of you. Now that we all have a little leverage on each other, how about I start by showing some goodwill? I actually came here to visit Dante's family. His uncle used to be my comrade in the military.
Miss Isolde isn't a bad person, Yuzuha. Don't worry. She's come to visit us every year for as long as I can remember.
So you're a regular here. You really had us fooled earlier.
I didn't expect you to be a regular visitor here. You had us fooled. When we met you and the elevator technician earlier, we thought it was your first time visiting Wi-Fi Peninsula.
I was sent to show the military's goodwill, so it's best not to cause any unnecessary trouble. I'll be here waiting for Dante's mother to get off work. Feel free to take care of whatever you need nearby.
Meanwhile...
What's going on? Why is there a crowd in front of our house? Yuzuha? Monato?
You can tell who's the important character, can't you?
You're here too?
It's been a while, Aitana.
Yeah, it's already been another year. I can't believe you still made it to Siloon Bay given how strict Porcelumix has become lately. Why haven't you invited everyone inside, Dante? Hey, what are you doing with that gun again? Didn't you promise Mommy that you wouldn't play with that anymore? But
Isolde's just like...
both have toys. How am I supposed to be friends with them without my Danny gun? And I don't get it. Why do you want me to grow up and join the Defense Force, Mom? You little stinker. What did you just say? Get back here!
Sorry you had to see that.
Dante said he wants to join the Defense Force someday?
Yeah, he's always asking me to tell him stories about his uncle. To him, his dad is nothing special. It's his uncle who's the real hero, even though he had never met him.
How have you all been lately?
Well, we're getting by. His father and I both work, and now Dante's old enough to gather porcelain scraps with the other kids and make a bit of money too.
Here, take this. Use it to help with the household expenses.
Is this your money? Or compensation from the Defense Force?
Compensation from the Defense Force.
That's a lie. If the Defense Force were going to give us compensation, they would have done it ages ago. This isn't the respect my brother deserves. You can keep the money. Sometimes No, not just sometimes. Ever since the fall of the old capital, I've always felt that my brother died for nothing, and everything you all fought for was meaningless.
That's not true, Aitana. If it weren't for Maxim and the others who fought beside him, kids like Dante wouldn't even have the freedom to run on the beach today. Of course, after the fall of the old capital, not only did the Defense Force have to cope with heavy losses, but also public criticism for failing to contain the collapse, which continues to this day. The Defense Force has neither provided proper compensation to grieving families, nor upheld the honor of the soldiers who gave their lives. To me, that's a serious failure of duty. I'm sorry. You should have been able to live somewhere better, but there's nothing I can do.
The fact that you still remember your old comrades and come to visit me every year means a lot. I wasn't planning to bring up all this old stuff, but that little troublemaker got me all stirred up again. The past is the past. All we can do is let go of it, right? I still have Dante and his father, after all. I guess it's better to keep looking forward.
Yes, you're right. You still have so many important things in this world.
Yuzuha, sorry about that. I got caught up seeing an old friend and left you all waiting. Is there something I can help you with?
We actually came to see Dante. Just wanted to ask him about a piece of porcelain he found earlier. Nothing serious.
I see. He did go running off, but I can practically guarantee that he went to the beach. If you're not in a rush, feel free to come and sit down for a bit. He'll come back once he's calmed down.
Thanks, but we'll head down to the beach and check on him. Kids his age often have a lot more on their minds than we might think.
It's not often to get young folks like you visiting. And here we are, boring with all of our ancient sob stories. Please don't say that. We rarely get the chance to learn about what happened during the fall of the old capital. I'm ashamed to admit that I always thought the military families received a pension after the fall. Too many soldiers died defending the old capital. The military government initially promised compensation for all, but in the end, only the frontline troops defending against Hollow Zero received it. I see. Look like you want to say something. Have more questions for me? Go ahead. I'm all ears. Where are your ears? What do you mean? What are you talking about? Why are you still in the military? I understand what you're getting at. I don't sound happy with the Defense Force, do I? But, well, sometimes life just drags you along for the ride. Rather than what you'd call a useless person, Was it a coincidence that Mrs. Older said that, or that she overheard our conversation on the mountain path? And not only that, she got ahead of us and reached Siloam Bay first. What's wrong? Nothing. I just thinking about pancakes, you know? Thinking more about you and your comrades. My former unit wasn't responsible for the Hollow Zero frontline. We were tasked with retrieving crucial supplies from inside Hollow Zero and providing disaster relief along the borders of Wi-Fi Peninsula and Janus Quarter. You're heroes too. Indeed. Back then we took pride in running into the battlefield, doing what little we could for the city. I don't have any questions. I'm all questioned out. I should head back to the beach to find Dante first. Is there anything else you want to know? I'm sure we'll meet again in the future.
After hearing all that, I feel a bit different.
So, Missy Zold used to be a soldier, and it seems like she's...
I'm sorry, this is important, sorry. This is the sort of shit people used to write creepypastas about. You go to these binoculars and you look in and you zoom in all the way on the beach, you can see a silhouette of a person. That person died while playing the video game on this very beach. They were murdered by their best friend. He stabbed them. Now they're trapped in the video game on the beach. And that's a creepypasta right there. There you go. Oh, put the head inside. Are there any chests here? Is there any way of checking, is there, in this game? Good old Dante.
So this is where you went.
We can use the toilet.
Monato? Yuzuha? What are you doing here?
We came just to ask you about a piece of porcelain you found. Of course, we were also kind of worried about you, so we thought we'd check up on you.
If you wanted to cheer him up, Monato, then you shouldn't have mentioned the first part.
That's just how Monato is. Thanks, you guys. I know Mom is worried. What happened to my uncle still haunts her. She doesn't want to put anyone else in danger or see someone sacrifice themselves and not be respected for it. I know how much Mom's been through. Mrs. Zolda told me that after the fall of the old capital, many military families like ours were left struggling without their main source of support and had to drift from place to place. But I want to join the Defense Force to help make it better. Mom had to let go because she couldn't do anything about it. But I want to change that. I want to make sure they never hurt anyone again.
Respectable goal. It's a respectable goal, little boy, but gotta broaden your skill set as well to do that. It's no easy task. It's more than just joining.
But it won't be easy to achieve. This city is far more complicated than we can imagine.
Let time gradually shape the child's dream.
Missy Zolda, what are you doing out here? Are you leaving already?
Yes, I just received a call, and someone from Porcelumex wants to meet with me. They're probably trying to probe the military's position again. I'd better head back quickly. Your mom is worried about you. If you aren't really mad at her, then you should head back soon.
Yeah, I know. By the way, Yuzuha, what was it you wanted to ask about the piece of porcelain? Do you remember this? Where did you get it from? Oh, that? I caught it when I was fishing from a boat 3 days ago. It was near that small reef island about 3 kilometers from shore. I was out there for a while and saw the shard drifting from the direction of the hollow.
If I'm not mistaken, this looks like a shard of an obscura. Was it made in Waifei Peninsula? Ah, I think I get why you came to Sailoon Bay now. You don't need to explain further. There are some things I'd prefer not to know.
Thank you for understanding.
Thank you for understanding.
I've got a question. Why would an obscura shard drift out from the hollow in the first place? Oh, Lemnian Island is actually connected to several water systems. And there are even underground rivers. This shard probably fell into the water and got swept out with the current. But since the hollow covers such a huge area, it'd be hard to pinpoint exactly where it drifted from.
Let's have Fairy look at all the nearby exits.
Let's have Fairy map out all the nearby hollow exits later. But figuring out exactly which one the obscura shard came from might still take some time.
There is actually a way to calculate where it came from. By the way, Dante, since your mom doesn't want you playing with a Denny gun, and it keeps breaking anyway, why don't you sell it to me? You can use the money to buy a new toy instead.
I mean, sure, I guess. But, Miss Isolde, what do you want a Denny gun for?
It might come in handy for these older folks. Here, Miss Bell, take it.
Here, Miss Bell, take this fucking gun. It's like the fucking Resident Evil picture where it's just being handed like in the Requiem or whatever. A children's toy often seen in the city that are capable of firing plastic Denny-shaped bullets. This particular gun right here looks rather old. I wouldn't say it looks that old. Like it's got a little bit of staining here, maybe. I mean, it could definitely look a lot worse than this. Miss Isolde, what are we supposed to do?
Miss Isolde? What are we supposed to...
Raise the gun and fire a shot far out toward the sea, in a direction perpendicular to the shoreline.
I see. Of course. You fire a shot out to the sea, towards the sea. Oh, he's gonna watch where it goes.
The toy Denny you fired is floating on the water.
Start timing it now. After a while, it will drift back to shore. But due to the combined effects of the hollow's changing tides and the wind, it won't come directly back. It'll drift off course. Let me check today's hollow activity report. Ah, it's almost the same as it was the morning of 3 days ago. Plus, the wind speed in the area stays pretty stable during this season, so the conditions should be relatively equivalent. The toy Denny has about the same density as the Obscura shard, so once we measure where and when the Denny washes ashore, we can calculate the water's flow and work backwards to find the hollow's exit.
Looks like luck's on our side, huh?
Wow. I don't really get everything you said, but it sounds like we're pretty lucky. It's probably thanks to Yuzuha. She's always crazy lucky. Like, if it's raining and she forgot her umbrella, it would always stop by the time school's out. And once, she somehow got an extra bottle of soda every time she bought one from the machine for an entire month.
I feel like someone was like manipulating things at this point there.
Porcelain drifted out of the
Just a
hollow
dodgy
just
machine.
because Yuzuha needed it.
What's up, Monato? What's with the,
Oh, it's nothing.
No way! You definitely have something on your mind. Out with it! 3, 2, 1!
It's nothing, really. I just suddenly remembered your last name.
Right.
Miss Ukinami's last name? Oh, right. It's different from Dad's surname, Lee. He said it'd sound way too weird if I were named Lee Yuzuha. He wouldn't be able to forgive himself for giving a kid such a ridiculous name. So he gave me a name based on my own story instead. Mr. Lee sounds like quite the interesting person.
Ukinami, is that your story?
So, Ukinami is a surname based on your history?
That's right. I drifted in from the sea, and my dad found me on the beach here in Siloom Bay. Hence, Ukinami, floating on the waves. I see. So, were you in a shipwreck before that? No. Didn't you know? There's actually a dragon palace inside the Lemnian Hollow. And I'm the princess.
No way, that's crazy.
Every day, I lived happily under the care of my loyal retainers. But one day, a lost traveler wandered into the palace.
she's having none of it. She's just like, yeah, that's crazy. That's really cool.
Walls. I decided to leave with him on a whim. But once I arrived in the human world, I forgot where the Dragon Palace was and ended up becoming what you all call an orphan. That kind of sounds like a Lemnian Hollow version of some old legend or folktale.
Not kinda sounds like. It is one.
Oh, come on. Just because you've heard me tell this story before doesn't mean you have to ruin the moment like that. Still, it is kind of amazing. The tide always seems to carry all sorts of things to this beach. Me, that Obscura shard, we both ended up here the same way.
As you wait for the toy Denny to wash ashore, you get out towards Lemnian Hollow in the distance. And just like that, a long time passes.
Phew. We finally managed to calculate it. I've nearly forgotten everything I learned about terrain analysis in the military after not using it for so many years.
Thank you for your insights, Mrs. Old. You've been a great help.
No need to thank me. Miss Timefield, you look much more lively than back at the banquet. Seems being around someone your own age really does make a difference. All right, everyone. I'll be heading off now. Make sure to take care of yourselves.
All right. Since we've pinpointed where the Obscura floated out of the hollow, how about we head in and take a look?
Great idea. There's still some time before nightfall. Even just scouting ahead a bit would be good. Suzuha, are you going into the hollow? Then take our boat. Mello and Ayuba would be happy to help out however they can.
This is the ship. It ain't big, but you steady on the water. Can it fit 4 people in? Borrow boat. Enter hollow. After entering the hollow from where the Obscura shard had flowed out, it very quickly discovers tiny pieces of Obscura in a nearby drainage channel. So you follow the current upstream, searching for the source, and before long...
Ah! There it is! The higher we go up the
Oh,
mountain,
whoops, you skipped
the
the
more
paragraph?
pipes are buried underground.
Hey, we'll check what it said real quick. Drainage pipe on the right track. Okay. Getting harder to spot.
Sorry. Ferry can roughly estimate the direction of the pipes, but due to limited holo data of this area, we can't pinpoint their exact locations. Belle, we've cleared out quite a bit of miasma along the way. Are you still holding up okay?
Don't worry, I'm fine.
Don't worry, I'm fine.
This place is some distance from the industrial port where porcelain is made, and it's really well hidden.
According to the records, there used to be a materials lab around here that was shut down years ago. It seems the ether concentration in the area remained stable and within safe limits, at least until the miasma started increasing. Due to its advanced facilities, the materials lab once had long-term researchers stationed there, and scholars were often invited to visit as well.
What if the lab was never actually shut down, and it was instead turned into an illegal porcelain production facility?
Sounds like something Porcelumex would do. All right, let's keep heading upstream.
Let's move then.
Please be aware of ether activity units.
Here to dance!
We've been walking forever. We should have run into some enemies by now.
You actually sound kind of excited about it, Monato.
The path ahead splits into 2 directions. Both paths lead to higher ground, and the water flows into that drainage channel from earlier. Which way should we go? Should we split up and investigate? Hold up, check this out. Ah, there are small wheels tracks here. It seems like they've been contaminated with nearby miasma. At this concentration, miasma can't multiply and will disperse to imperceptible levels after a while. Could these traces be recent? Seems super sus. Hey everyone! Since we don't have any of these on the water, should we check out what these tire tracks lead? Might give us the breakthrough we're looking for. Sounds like a plan. Well, some of the wheel tracks might not be visible anymore. Try using the Insight Technique Shifu taught you. My sister is calling me. I might actually just end stream here so I can answer my phone. Because she's gonna keep calling me. Hang on.
We should be able to sniff out some clues around here.